Hey there, my friend, welcome. My name is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi. I'm the founder here at the Fit Mother Project and our other channel, the Fit Father Project. And in today's special video, we're gonna cover an important topic that we have women ask us all the time. Hey, Dr. A, what should I be eating before my workout? We're gonna break all this down for you in today's video. And we're actually gonna cover different setups based on the time of day you work out, whether you work out in the morning or the afternoon or in the evening, and whether your goal right now is to lose weight and lose fat or it's to tone up and build some muscle. We have recommendations for you in this video. I know you're gonna learn a ton, so get out your pen and paper, take some notes, and let's dive on in. All right, so to kick off this video on what to eat before a workout, let's talk about the schedule setup if you work out in the morning or in the afternoon, and your goal is fat loss. This is you if you wanna lose some body fat, if you wanna lose some weight. You're probably wondering, what should I eat before my morning workout? And the first best recommendation we have for you is eating absolutely nothing. You do not have to eat before a workout. Not eating and training fasted is totally fine. In fact, there is some research that shows that training fasted can actually increase fat oxidation, the amount of fat you burn. And when you do eat after your workout, you get an even greater muscle protein synthesis effect, which is the repair and rebuilding of your muscle tissues that you worked out during the exercise session. So there's benefits to fasted training from a metabolic health perspective. So what you would do in this scenario is get up, rehydrate immediately, because although we're not having any food, we absolutely do need to get water in your body first thing in the morning. You've been in a dehydrated state for 6, 7, 8 hours. So we want water and some trace minerals. So we like a pinch of Himalayan sea salt in with around 20 to 32 ounces of water. And then you can be off to your workout. If you do not like to work out with just water in your body, you can absolutely use some black coffee with some MCT oil. MCT oil is a special kind of fatty acid called a medium chain triglyceride. And what these fatty acids do is our body preferentially uses them for energy. It uptakes these fatty acids very quickly and burns them in the mitochondria for fuel, and actually helps our fat burning as well. So a lot of people refer to this as a bulletproof coffee, where you take coffee and you throw MCT oil and a little bit of butter in there. That's a totally fine option. The MCTs are more important than the butter for the purposes of fat loss. So we recommend just some coffee with around 1/2 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, and that'll hit your system fast, get you really fired up for your workout. You can have a great morning workout. Now, you can still eat breakfast before your morning workout and have a great fat loss benefit to that exercise. It's not like you have to train fasted. It's just one viable option. But it gets a little trickier because we want to make sure that the foods you do eat before a morning workout are actually digested and broken down. And digestion takes a little bit of time, especially depending on the foods you eat. And the problem is a lot of people eat foods before their workout that are hard to digest. And that means that food is literally just sitting in their stomach before exercise. It's not actually helping fuel their workouts because that digestive process takes far more time than they give it. So you're not going to want to have, let's say, 3 hard-boiled eggs and a cup of oatmeal and a bunch of berries and some sunflower seeds 30 minutes before a workout. That stuff's not going to hit your bloodstream. It's still being broken down. What we can do though before an exercise is have some shakes. If you do absolutely need something in your body before you exercise, particularly if your goal is muscle building, we like shakes. So a good option of a shake would be having a scoop of whey protein powder, a little bit of almond milk, and maybe a 1/2 to 1 frozen banana. Really great simple shake. And why this works is that the fruit in particular has these simple sugars that are broken down very quickly into your body, and they can fuel your workouts and they can hit your bloodstream faster. So whey protein plus fruit, really great pre-workout. And this is what we recommend if your goal is building muscle and you don't really care about training fasted and you want to make sure you have a little something in your system. A shake with a whey plus a fruit is a really good option, easy to digest again, and a really great option. But again, if your goal is fat loss, I'd recommend you kind of skip that and train fasted if possible. So this is the kind of setup if you train first thing in the morning. But what if you train in the afternoon, on a lunch break, etc.? Well, in that case, again, you could have absolutely nothing. You could have had that breakfast sometime around 8 a.m. Or if you intermittent fast all the way through the afternoon, you can again train fasted. Just make sure you're hydrated, and then you have that meal. Your lunch meal would be your post-workout meal. And this is a really, really beautiful strategy and habit that I want to get you in the mindset of thinking about. Anytime you exercise, post-exercise is the best time to give your body the calories. Why? Because after exercise, your body has this really cool thing that happens called nutrient partitioning, which essentially means that your muscle cells get very receptive to sucking up carbohydrates and amino acids, and your fat cells actually get more resistant to sucking up those things. So it's like the perfect storm for feeding yourself food, because you know it's going to be getting into the right places, those muscle cells, to initiate the recovery and the refueling process, and the fat cells are actually resistant to uptaking some of the glucose. This is a really, really good habit. So again, for afternoon, just to make sure your lunch after the fact is your post-workout meal. And for the purpose of muscle building, you could absolutely have a snack 2 to 3 hours before. So let's say you had breakfast at 8, at 10:30 you could have a small sack again of whey protein and some fruit, something light that your body can digest. You could train it at like 11:30, have lunch around 12:30. That's also a viable setup. Now, let's look at what it looks like if you are a person who exercises in the evening. What should you eat before a workout in that scenario? Well, if your goal is fat loss, again, we're gonna wanna have the healthy kinds of fat loss foods that we know. So healthy, high quality proteins, lots of fiber and veggies, lots of healthy fats, and I recommend on lower side of carbs. And that does not mean it has to be a ketogenic meal, no carbs whatsoever. You can totally have carbs and lose all the fat you want, like we recommend women do inside our Fit Mother 30X program. But point being, wanna keep the carbs on a little bit of the lower side and eat 2 to 3 hours before your training session. So practically speaking, let's say you work out with the 5:30 p.m. crowd right after you get off work. Maybe around 2:30 to 3 o'clock, you might have one of these meals. Give yourself 2 to 3 hours to digest. Then after you exercise at 5:30 to 6:30, you'll have dinner with your family, and that will be your final meal of the day. This is a really, really great setup for fat loss. Remember, you're having a small meal 2 to 3 hours before your training, then you're having dinner as your main post-workout meal. And again, you get all the benefits of having the calories after the exercise. If your goal is muscle building, the story is largely the same, except I'd recommend maybe having a meal a little closer to your training session, maybe 2 hours. And I would also recommend you keep the healthy fats a little bit lower and the carbs a little bit higher. Carbs are very beneficial when it comes to the goal of pure muscle building. And healthy fats are amazing, but they naturally slow down the digestion process. So if we had a meal of, let's say, some brown rice and a chicken breast versus a meal of brown rice, chicken breast, and a half an avocado, these are very different meals in terms of how long it takes to digest. That half avocado is around 15 grams of fat. It's gonna time release that chicken and the brown rice and slow that digestion down. So the problem with having too much healthy fat before your workout is that it can slow down the digestion process. Now, 2 hours is plenty of time to have a meal. But if you were loading up with, let's say, like 30, 40 grams of healthy fats an hour and a half before a training session, not the best idea, especially for the purposes of building muscle. But again, with this kind of scenario, you're gonna have a healthy meal, make sure it digests, train, and have dinner afterwards, and then you'll be done for the day. So these are the simple setups about what to eat before a workout, and I hope that you found yourself somewhere in here. One other scenario I do want to recommend and mention is sometimes our schedule simply makes it so that we have to exercise after dinner. We have to pick the kids up from school, we have to get the house in order, and we have to make dinner, and then we only have time to exercise around 8 p.m. after dinner. What do we do in this scenario? Well, let's say we had dinner around 6. We want to digest as much as possible, and that means it might even mean that you get yourself a digestive enzyme supplement to really help facilitate that process so you can digest a little more quickly. And so let's say you have dinner at around 6:30. You might get to the gym, whether it's your home gym or the actual gym at around 8 o'clock. You train for an hour, you come home. The last thing you do is you'll take around a scoop and a half of some kind of protein. A piece of fruit is totally optional, but you really just want a little bit of protein to initiate that recovery process from exercise, then you can go straight to bed. So that is also a viable option. But again, the key point here with these evening exercises after dinner is you want to get the digestion happening as quickly as possible. The enzymes can facilitate that, or eating a little bit lighter on dinner can also help. So I hope you found this video valuable. We're so excited you're here on our Fit Mother Project YouTube channel. We're publishing new videos every single week. So if you have a topic you want covered in the future, drop us a comment below, let us know, and give us a thumbs up if you learned something new, you found this valuable, and definitely hit subscribe to get notified when we publish new videos. We're in the process of publishing hundreds of new videos this year to our Fit Mother Project channel. You may have heard of our Fit Father Project channel that already has 500 videos on there, and so we are really gonna build up the Fit Mother Project. So we're so happy you're here. Subscribe, comment below, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you around the channel, my friend, and I will talk to you very soon.